Imagine one day you're strolling through the library searching for your next read, when in an instance you glance over and see one of your high school seniors casually walking around in a thin bunny girl suit, and from everyone else's reaction, it seems like you're the only one that can see her. Now if you've been into anime for a while, your brain will probably go to the normal setup of hilarious ecchi moments and more quote-unquote plot that we all love. However, Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai is anything but that. What's going on, everyone? I'm broken obsessed in my otaku ways, and today we're going to be diving in the world surrounding Bunny Girl Senpai and what this show is actually displaying. So if you enjoy anime analysis videos, new and old anime and manga, then consider hitting that subscribe button. While there is a feel of harem-esque sexualized moments of the girl surrounding our main character Sakuta, while he helps them in their supernatural mishaps, so you won't be disappointed if that's what you go into this show thinking about. However, with Hajime Kamoshida having written this series, you know it has to be more than just that. With shows, novels, and manga such as Pet Girl Sakura, and being the scriptwriter for Selector Spread Wixauce, Hajime has a way to make something that may look extremely goofy and outrageous on paper, but once it is created, it is nothing less of a masterpiece. Instead of what it may appear to be at first, Bunny Girl Senpai uses the surreal aspect of it to dive much deeper into the everyday life of being a modern teenager. Being out of high school for just about 3 years now, it feels extremely authentic to me with the way school life is portrayed. From Sakuta being extremely honest in given situations with Mai, and all other characters surrounding him, and almost every other character despite their quirkiness are extremely relatable. The supernatural element to the storyline seems to make the high school rom-com work even better, and I would go as far to say that it enhances the realistic side even more. Take it as you may. The hook for Bunny Girl Senpai is unique to say the very least, with the main concept of what is called puberty syndrome, a supernatural phenomena that causes strange occurrences to happen to the people that have attracted said syndrome. Let's take Schrodinger's cat for an example. Erwin Schrödinger was an Austrian physicist who created a thought experiment back in 1935 that claimed if you were to put a cat in a box with poisonous gas that dispersed every half hour with an alarm, would the cat be dead or alive? The answer is you wouldn't know until you opened up the box, therefore the cat would be considered half dead and half alive. Now what if that were to happen to a human? This is what the first girl, Mai Sakurajima, is technically going through, with an added twist. When she was younger, she was considered a TV superstar posing for commercials all around the world. But yet when she gets older, it appears no one can see her except for a few people scattered around. Why do you think that would be? Well, remember when I said Mai's case had a bit of a twist to it? Yes, you can take into effect that with her specific case, she is both half alive and half dead, because if something, or rather in this case, someone, was never in anybody's mind, then technically you would no longer exist. But the twist comes with the observation theory. Now the observation effect takes into account that if you were to observe a certain phenomenon, then said phenomenon would inevitably change. For an example, it is stated that you are unable to see an object without light directly hitting that object. Now remember, these are just theories, but this is what the show is effectively expanding on. In my specific situation, relatively, if you were to see her on TV, you would see commercials she were in, not the person she is after she went on hiatus. Therefore, completely disappearing out of the public eye. And this isn't all of it either, I'm just cutting corners as of right now, simply because if you thought that was a lot to take in, Mai's phenomena is the most simple out of everyone in this series. Now for a brief moment, let's talk about Sakuta's younger sister Kaede, to show you a glimpse into how puberty syndrome has a direct effect on one's life. Kaede was being bullied at school, but not directly. Rather, when she was inside and out of school, she was being cyberbullied over the phone. The stress she was feeling at the time manifested into direct physical harm, displaying cuts and bruises all over her body. So how would one stop this from happening? You simply stay away from what was causing it in the first place. Kaede stays away from anything that involves the internet, while Sakuta threw his phone into the ocean because he had rumors going around the school that he put 3 kids in the hospital. Therefore, these false rumors manifested into physical contact, thus sending him to the hospital rather than the kid said to have been beaten. But if you don't understand what it is exactly that is causing this emotional stress and clusterfuck in your life, then you have no way of stopping it, therefore you are continuously going down the rabbit hole of whatever your side effect of puberty syndrome is. Wanting to uncover answers and feel like a detective is what gives this show the audience it has gained. With every strange occurrence with the girls in this show being different, you are always kept on your toes for what to expect next, therefore driving the storyline of this bunny girl Senpai even further than you would initially think when you are only exposed to seeing the title and the cover art for it. The writing of this show is extraordinary to say the very least, but what else is to be expected of the man who wrote the brilliant series just because? Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai is about anything other than bunny girls. Being able to dive into any given occurrence in the show and being thrown into facts of things so big such as quantum mechanics by researching even one of the girls' cases is mind-blowing. Not because only do you learn more about the show, but you get a deeper understanding of real-world studies, and the more you look, the deeper you get into looking up specific cases. That way you're able to understand what is happening. And if you have yet to watch Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, then I highly suggest you give it a shot. Fair warning though, do not turn your brain off while consuming this because it will leave you feeling extremely lost. If you enjoy learning more about certain series or have a show you would like me to look into for you, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments so you won't miss out. I'm broken obsessed in my otaku ways, and I will see all of your wonderful faces next time.